What's up, guys? RJ Bates the third here, and today I'm going to be talking about how I want you guys to win the day and why that's an important, not just saying, but a lifestyle to adopt and live by every single day inside of your business. So this comes from two different things. It comes from my previous experience with doing two 50 deals in 50 states and 50 days challenges, as well as something that I'm proud to announce that I'm on a new journey with my health and fitness. So I've just hired Cole Taylor's team at the starting line. If you haven't seen my podcast interview with Cole, it's on the YouTube channel. It's on the Titaniumvault podcast. I've hired his team to help me on my health and fitness journey. And during the onboarding call, Cole was like, listen, this is a lifestyle change. We're going to be talking about counting calories and what you eat and working out and all the typical things that a normal health and fitness coach talks about. But we want this to be a lifestyle change to where you're just focused on winning the day. And that resonated with me so much because that's literally how I've attacked the two 50-day challenges. And looking back at it, it's really what leads to the success that we have here at Titanium Investments. And so I wanted to share that with you guys so you can also adopt some of the philosophies that I have every single day when I show up here at the office on how I'm going to win the day. And what does that mean, right? Because winning the day you can feel like you've won a day, but you really didn't. Because here's the thing. There's so many distractions that go on as an entrepreneur. Being an entrepreneur is making 1 million small little decisions throughout the day, right? Well, that's not necessarily the case. It doesn't have to be. If you're focused on, you know exactly what you need to do, what you're trying to accomplish, and how you're going to accomplish it. So let's break that down. Sign up for the starting line on my health and fitness. They give me very clear and defined goals on what I'm supposed to accomplish every single day. And they've broken it down into 4 categories. Did I get my movement in? Did I get my training in? Did I get my protein in? And did I get my calorie count in? If I do those things, then I've won the day. But then they break those down into, hey, here's how many calories we want you eating. This is how much protein we want. These are the workouts that we want you doing. And even if you don't have a workout and it's a rest day, we still want you to get some sort of movement in. So I check off those boxes. Now, on a business perspective, and this is what I told my actual coach at the starting line. I said, dude, this resonates with me so much because this is exactly what I would do during the 50-day challenges, right? So during the 50-day challenge, it was, I want to get 50 deals in 50 different states in 50 days. So I reverse engineered that simple math, right? That's one deal in one state per day. That makes it really simple. So every single day I would sit down and I would say, okay, it's day 1. We're going to start in Alabama. I'm going to do marketing in Alabama. I want to get a deal under contract in Alabama. And as soon as I've accomplished that, I won the day. Then I move on. But then I had to break it down into more precise actions that I had to take. How many hours was I allotting myself? When was I starting? When I started, how long would I go before I took a break, right? Same things when I go to do my workouts. I show up, hey, we want you to do 3 sets of 15 reps at this weight of this exercise. And then we want you resting 90 seconds in between each set. Okay, it's the same thing here. When I show up, I get my set in, I sit down, I call for 2 hours. I give myself a 30-minute break, and I come back and I do it again for another 2 hours. And I broke it down. Now, here's the thing. These things that I always talk about over and over and over again, establishing your hedgehog concept. You guys are going to get so tired of hearing me talk about establishing your hedgehog concept. Why? Because it starts there. What do I want to do? I want to find a property virtually that I can wholesale anywhere in the United States. Okay. Then stop searching for unicorns. What does that mean? I know what systems I'm going to use. I'm going to do that through LeadZolo, Speed to Lead. I'm going to comp it on batch leads, PropStream, Privy. I'm going to use easy REI closings for my transaction coordinator. I'm going to dispo it on InvestorLift. I'm going to pull my data for cold calling, which I use Integria Virtual Assistants. I'm going to use Batch Dialer for my dialer. I'm going to pull my list on Batch Leads or PropStream. I'm going to clean my data through REI Sift. These are all of the systems that I'm using. I don't search for unicorns. I don't continue to try to chase the shiny object. I just know these are the systems I'm going to use. That means everything else I can say no to. And then focus your habits. That means having your processes built inside of your business so you know exactly how you're going to use those systems. This is exactly how I comp on PropStream and on Privy and on Batch. When I call a lead from Speed to Lead or LeadZolo, this is exactly the closer's formula on how I talk to that seller. I become a machine inside of those processes and inside of those habits, so I don't have to think about what I'm doing. So I'm eliminating all of these quote unquote million decisions that I have to make because I know exactly what I'm trying to accomplish, what systems I'm going to use, and then what processes I have inside of those systems. This allows me to just be consistent. And this is where winning the day comes from, is the consistency. I've already made the decision. If you guys are following me, then you should already know, hey, this is my hedgehog concept. I've written that down. I've made it plain. RJ says to use these systems. I'm going to determine these are the systems I'm going to use. You don't have to think about that anymore. I show you repeatedly what processes to have inside of those systems, the habits that you should be building, how to talk to sellers, how to comp, how to underwrite, all these different things. You know how to do those. But where I cannot help you with is the consistency. Being as consistent as a tree. This is how you win the day. You show up. You dedicate yourself to saying, I am going to talk to sellers from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. every single day. Whatever that is, whatever that commitment is, that time commitment, the way that you win the day is showing up and being consistent every single day. That is how you inevitably create your own reality. Everything else outside of what we just talked about, you should ignore and push it to its own time block that has nothing to do with trying to generate revenue for your business. So case in point, during the 50-day challenges from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., it was all about me acquiring deals. Any emails, any text messages, any phone calls about anything else that wasn't me acquiring a deal or selling a deal or cashing a check for Titanium Investments had to happen either before or after, as long as it didn't interfere with another time block. So I essentially had time blocks that, hey, from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m., I'll catch up my emails, my text messages, and make sure everything's good. Then I go home, spend time with family, eat dinner. I go to bed by this time. I wake up the next day. I get ready in the morning. Boom, I'm right back into it. Going back to now my health and fitness journey, it's the same thing. I'm still able to produce the content that I've been producing. I'm still able to lock up deals, sell deals. I just had to put in a new time block for my health and fitness. And it's a non-negotiable. Nothing happens during that time block besides me taking care of myself and my health and my fitness. This is when I'm going to go to the gym. This is when I'm going to get my workout in. Check that box off. That means I won the day. You guys have to do the same thing inside of your business where it is time blocked out. You know what you're trying to accomplish and how you're going to try to accomplish it. And then you need to have a goal for that, what is accomplished at the end of the day. For me, it's always been if I can get a deal a day, then I'm happy. Why? Because that's an achievable goal. And more often than not, we surpass that goal. This means I'm winning constantly. Looking back at both 50-day challenges, it was 86 contracts in 50 days and then 125 contracts in 50 days. Consistently winning. There was days, South Carolina, whatever day that was, 30-something. That was a terrible day. New York, a terrible day. I could not get anyone to answer the phone the day in New York. Literally, I made a YouTube video about it, the day in the life of an acquisitions manager, and it was just me leaving voicemail after voicemail after voicemail. But that's okay. Why? Because I showed up. I knew exactly what I was trying to accomplish. I knew what systems I was going to use. I knew the processes and the habits that I had, and I was consistent within that. I won that day. We didn't get a contract that day. That doesn't mean anything. Why? Because turn around the next day and we probably got 2 or 3. The day in Rhode Island, I think I got 6 contracts. That more than makes up for the failure in South Carolina and New York. Because we were consistent in it. We didn't give up because we didn't get the result that we wanted that one single day. It's about building up the momentum. This whole thing about, hey, me talking about cold calling sucks. If you're new, it's not what you should be doing, and you should be generating inbound leads, getting leads from Speed Lead and Lead Zolo and things like that. A lot of the question has come around, well, how many leads do I need to get started to be successful in this? You need to be consistently getting leads in your business. That's what we do. We are a marketing and sales company. That is what we do. We have to have leads coming in, and we have to be able to close those, and then we have to be able to sell them on the backside when we dispo those deals. It never stops. It's not buy 10 leads and then close the deal. No. It is consistently every single day you have new leads coming in. You have to get to that place as soon as possible. Win the day. That needs to be your new mindset every single day. So what I want you guys, the action steps I want you guys to take is first and foremost, if you have not written this down somewhere, please do it. My hedgehog concept is whatever it is. Mine is nationwide virtual wholesaler. Systems. The ships I will be sailing in 2024 are, and I just went through mine, right? Batch leads, prop stream, privy, lead Zolo, speed to lead, REI SIFT, easy REI closings, all of the ships that we're sailing. Write down which ones you're going to. Then, whichever ones you decide, be obsessed over the processes and the habits of using those. And then write down the commitment that you are going to show up and you are going to give yourself. If you have a W-2 and your schedule changes, then change it based around the schedule. Make yourself a weekly time block based off of the schedule that's available to you. But by God, if you say on Monday, I'm going to show up and I'm going to talk to sellers from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m., that is a non-negotiable. Otherwise, you didn't win the day and you let yourself down. It's unacceptable. That means you don't have a strong enough purpose and you don't have a strong enough vision for your company. And you want this to be a hobby. If you're serious about making this a business, then that is a non-negotiable. Nothing interferes with that outside of some life-changing event that you just can't help. But otherwise, you are showing up every single day when you have that time block set aside to accomplish the purpose of your vision, of your hedgehog concept. So when I say, hey, my goal is to get a deal a day, I'm going to sit down. I'm going to do everything I can inside of that time block. The next day, I'm going to show up and I'm going to do it again. And sure enough, results follow. That's why I'm so confident that I know on my health and fitness journey, I am going to accomplish exactly what I want. I'm so excited for all of the comments that I've gotten on social media about who wants to listen to this fat guy. Clearly, he can't help us. He's not even winning in life. All right, fair enough. We'll take that away from you because I'm going to win that. So I'm going to win every single day. How? Because I know exactly what I'm trying to accomplish. I know exactly how I'm going to accomplish it. I know the systems that I'm going to use. I know the processes that I'm going to use. And I have the accountability there to help me during my times of struggle. The facts are, you're a human. I'm a human. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. There was times where there was things I probably could have done better. This is the benefit of having people around you. I'm here for you. This community is here for you. That's why we have the Vault Facebook group for you to go in and say, hey, I had a struggle today on my journey. I didn't win today. That's okay. Make sure you win tomorrow and the day after, and make winning a habit, because that will get you the results that you inevitably want inside of your business. So take those action steps, write them down. There is power in taking a pen to paper and making a promise to yourself that this is what I'm going to accomplish. This is how I'm going to accomplish it. And this is when I am going to accomplish it. If you do that, you now understand this is what it means to win the day. Every day you should end it by saying, I won the day or I didn't. And there's no in between. Did you show up when you said you were going to? Did you ignore all the shiny objects? Did you use the systems that you said you were going to use? Did you follow the processes and the habits that you've built? And were you consistent throughout the time block that you set aside for it? If so, check it off, baby. You won the day. If you didn't do one of those things, then you didn't win. You lost. That's what it means to win the day. And I'm going to tell you, the more W's that you check off, you will start seeing, wow, hey, we had a record month this month. We got more contracts than we ever got. We made more money than we've ever got. I'm getting better. The conversations are easier. I don't suck at comping and underwriting anymore. Why? Because I'm taking action. I'm practicing at it on the fly. I'm learning while earning. That's what you guys need to be doing. You can't do it by sitting here and watching me on YouTube during the time block where you should be generating revenue for yourself and your family and your business. That time block has to be for that. Earning money, taking the action that is needed to win the day for your business. Make that commitment. I would love to hear about each and every one of y'all's commitments on this is my hedgehog concept. These are the systems that I'm going to use. And this is my time block that I've set aside. This is how I'm going to win the day. That's a commitment. Just like I'm making the commitment to you guys. I'm sitting there and saying, hey, this is where I'm at right now. I'm 275 pounds right here. I don't think I look 275 pounds. Some people think I look 300 pounds. I'm 275 pounds. I promise you. I'm not going to stay there because I'm going to win every single day. I'm committed to it. Are you guys as committed to your businesses? Are you as committed to the desire that you fantasize about having a wholesale business, leaving your W-2, supporting your families through this business? If you are, write it out, make it plain, start talking about it, letting people know. Don't hide in the shadows. Don't be quiet about it. Be loud about it, just like I'm being loud about my health and fitness. Just like I was loud about the fact that, hey, Titanium Investments is failing right now. So I'm going to go live and I'm going to do 50 deals in 50 states in 50 days because I've got to fix this. The first time I did that, those 50 days set up 3 years of standard operating procedures for Titanium Investments because we built up those habits inside of our business. This is the kind of commitment that I want to see from this community right here around taking action, the things that are going to change your lives, change your family's trajectory. Make those sort of commitments that, hey, I am going to do what is necessary to start taking action every single day. And there's no way around it. Otherwise, I took a big fat L. And we don't lose around here. We only win around here. That's why we're going to win today. Make those commitments. I'd love to see you talk about your commitments inside of the vault. If you haven't joined the vault, it's down in the show notes. You can click about on YouTube. You'll see a link right there. Fill out a couple of questions. It's free to join. Join in there. Talk about the commitments that you're going to make to yourself. Here's my hedgehog concept. Here are the systems I'm going to use. I've got the processes. RJ's shown them to me. Here's my time block. Let's go win the day, baby. Excited for you guys. And I appreciate all the love and support that you guys have already shown me on my health and fitness journey. I look forward to letting you guys know the results. I look forward to you just seeing the results in the future. Appreciate you guys. Make sure you like and subscribe. We'll see you all next week.